You're competing for engineers with OpenAI and Apple, who could easily outbid you by $200 without blinking. If you're a founder and doing 3 million to 10 million, you aren't a startup anymore. You're an operator. And as an operator, your job is capital allocation. Today I'm going to show you why the smartest CEOs and founders are moving their dev shops to London and how you can 3x your runway without raising a single extra dollar or pound. Let's look at the actual unit economics of talent. In the Valley, the standard salaries for a senior dev is around $250,000. And in California's pay tax, health insurance, overhead, you're around 300k per head. However, in London, you can hire an Imperial or an Oxford PhD, the same caliber of brain or even more, that built DeepMind, and then you pay them £95,000. Even with the current exchange rate, that's roughly $120,000. That isn't just saving, that's a math-based survival. If you have a team of 10 devs, you're saving $1.8 million every single year. That is an entire Series A round of capital that you didn't have to sell 20% of your company for. While your San Francisco rivals on a fundraising treadmill just to keep the lights on, you're profitable. You own your destiny because you're currently subsidizing a Palo Alto landlord. But the real secret isn't just the salary, it's the regulatory arbitrage. The US RD tax credit system is incremental. It only rewards you if you spend more than last year. It's a growth tax. The UK is opposite. Under the ERIS, Enhanced Research and Development Incentive Support, schemes for 2026, if you're a loss-making SME spending 30% of your cost on R&D, the government cuts you a check of 20% of your total R&D spend. This is obviously a no-brainer. Think about that. If you spend 1 million on an engineer, the Treasury sends you 270k in cold hard cash, no strings, no equity. In the US, you might get 6% payroll offsets if you're lucky. In London, the government is effectively paying for 3 out of your 10 engineers. It's the most aggressive, non-diluted capital in the world. And most Americans founders don't even know it exists. Now let's talk about the loyalty gap. In San Francisco, your lead engineer is a mercenary. They have one eye on the code and one eye on the LinkedIn inbox. The moment Google or Meta offers them a 10% rise, they're gone. You lose 6 months of institutional knowledge in a weekend. In London, you build long-term greedy teams. This is a culture of craft. You hire people who want to build a legacy, not just a resume. When your churn is 5% and your San Francisco rivals 30%, you win the war of attrition. Your code is cleaner, your ship velocity is higher, and you aren't spending 40% of your CEO time interviewing replacement for people who quit 3 months ago. Retention is the ultimate hidden moat. Then you have the time zone power play. This is the one nobody talks about once you're doing 20 plus million and managing global teams. If you're in San Francisco, you're an island. You wake up and half the world is already going to sleep. You're reactive. In London, you're a global switchboard. 8 a.m., you're on the phone with Singapore and Dubai closing the east. Think of it like this. 1 p.m. you're hitting the European market. 4 p.m. then New York wakes up. 6 p.m. the Valley's online. You can literally run a 24-hour revenue cycle from your desk in Mayfair. You have a 4-hour window where you can talk to the entire planet in one business day. For a CEO, that isn't just convenience. It's scaling velocity that San Francisco can't match without destroying your mental health or your marriage. So, why isn't everyone moving to London? Because it's hard. London has tall poppy syndrome. In the US, if you win, they put you on a pedestal. In the UK, if you win, people start looking for a reason to pull you down. This is the biggest risk for a London founder doing 5+ million. The isolation. When you hit a certain scale, you realize you have nobody to talk to. Your board wants growth. Your employee wants security. Your old friends think your problems are rich people problems. In San Francisco, the noise is everywhere. In London, the real players, the ones doing the 50 million exit, they're silent. They're behind closed doors. They don't go to tech mixers to exchange LinkedIn QR codes with people looking for an idea. They stay underground. If you aren't in the right room, it feels like you're just building a vacuum. This is exactly why we build Wellington. We aren't a networking club. We're a private vetted ecosystem for the founders who choose to stay in London and actually build something significant. We don't care about your vision if it doesn't have unit economics. We match you with 8 other founders at the exact stage, 1 million to 10 million, people who speak the same language of trade-off and dark works that you do. We provide a personal board of directors you need so you can stop making 8-figure decisions alone. We have 3 seats left for our founding circle intake this month. This isn't an open door, it's a vetting process. If you're a founder in London scaling past 3 million and you're ready to get out of the vacuum, click the link in the description. Apply if you're fit. We'll talk. If not, keep building. The maths is on your side. The YouTube algorithm is extremely good for recommending videos. Any video they recommend you, I would highly recommend you to watch.